Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Hexen. Last time, we cleared the Heresiarch's Seminary. Yep, that's what it's called. We are ready to move on to the next act of the game, and we can all appreciate the Wraithverge in all of its glory, because this next act has just a ridiculous amount of combat. The mightiest weapons and artifacts of the ancients barely sufficed to defeat the Heresiarch and his minions. But now their foul remains lie strewn at your feet. Gathering the last of your strength, you prepare to enter the portal, which leads from the Heresiarch's inner sanctum. Above you, the ramparts of an immense castle loom. Silent towers and bare walls surround a single spire of black stone, which squats in the center of the castle like a brooding giant. Fire and shadow twist behind gaping windows, dozens of baleful eyes glaring down upon you. Somewhere within, your enemies are waiting. Hey, Korax. I've only been playing for, like, 11 episodes. It's fine. Welcome to the next hub, the Castle of Grief. Here is the castle, which we are going to have to find our way into. So first thing we are going to do, just look around, get a little bit of a look at it. Okay. Ah, a switch. So there's probably another switch here. Yep, okay, that appears to have raised the stairs. There we go. Look at my ghosts do their job. Oh. We're just gonna fire off a bunch of Wraithverges here at first. Just let them sort of fly around and thin out the numbers. Both that I can see and the ones that I can't. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, this is a big hub. Actually, let's head back out. Let's not go inside anywhere just yet. Okay. Before we head inside, let's go around the exteriors a little more carefully. I have a better understanding of how these developers think and design things now. So I want to make sure that I carefully check for hidden switches. Okay. So that is some kind of a gear, looks like. Okay, a clock gear. Alright, I have a clock gear. One switch. Stairs. This definitely seems like an elevator, but I can't quite access it. Does breaking a statue do anything? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I can hear a lot of sounds of monsters. There we go. Ah! There's monsters that are coming down the elevators from the areas. Interesting. Whoa. Fire. Okay, I don't have enough blue mana left. Honestly, I can't say I'm too surprised. That's alright, we got a flechette. And we got a flechette. More green mana. So for the time being, at least I've got the Firestorm available. A switch. What's down here? Oh. Okay, there's literally just a death hole in the middle of this building. Got it, of course. How could I have been so silly as to not assume that there was a death hole in the middle of this building? There's movement over on the far side. Probably, yeah, it's a centaur. There's just a crater of might sitting here. Grab some nice blue mana. Hello, sir. Alright, who do we have hiding up here? This is probably the act of the game that I have the least experience with. I don't think I've ever come close to, like, properly clearing the Castle of Grief. Even in the times where I would just, like, cheat my way through levels and stuff. So I really, really do not know what kind of puzzles I am going to be facing. Okay. But it does look like there's a bunch of switches in these exterior towers. Okay. What's the mana situation? Alright, mana situation is okay. Oh! Portal. Okay. I think it's best off if I keep exploring for now. So I think this has been either 3 or 4 of the towers that I have explored so far. Oh, there he is. The enemy layouts are at least somewhat predictable. So, 5 towers arranged circularly around the map. Oh god, I am very low. So that should be all 5 switches in all 5 of the towers. So that does account for a significant portion. Alright, we got a clock gear. Definitely about to be attacked. Yoink! Alright. Anything else interesting hiding in here? No. Okay. With the towers all accounted for, my instinct is that hitting the 5 switches would activate something in here. Okay, does not appear that that instinct was correct. I don't think there's any way to access, like, a lower portion of the towers. So that doesn't seem to be the answer. Oh, okay. Here's a room I haven't been before. Nice. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind me sucking out a little bit of life from you. Thank you. Okay, so this must be our first major puzzle then. Clock gears. So we've already got 2 clock gears. Oh, okay. They're kind of labeled. Got it. So it looks like there's 4 of them. Okay. So we need 2 more gears then. And I have no idea if they are found here on the Castle of Grief or in other places. Interesting. Looks like there's another building over here that I haven't been inside. Oh, yeah, I briefly stepped inside here, but then I didn't actually continue exploring. Okay. It labels this as a door, but it doesn't actually appear to be interactable. That might actually be everything here? Okay, the portal I saw was on the outside of the walls. So if I want to get up there... Does this let me get to the other side of those walls? It certainly seems like it does. Okay, I had not explored the far side of the walls at all. So, I knew being obsessive about checking these dark corners would lead me to something. They love hiding switches in these little corners. Okay, another switch. No idea what those switches actually activate. Oh. Okay. Elevators in the rear. Got it. Oh, there's literally just an exit here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It truly does not matter that I didn't notice that earlier. That's a third switch. The other place we had seen a moon switch earlier was in the big central pillar. So I wonder if these correlate to that in some way. Oh! There's a serpent in this tower. Did I somehow never go inside that tower? I have trouble believing that I wouldn't have picked up, that I wouldn't have picked up blue mana and, kill a serpent. That's actually very surprising to me. Oh my god. Okay, that is really surprising. Well that means that a whole crapload of switches have now been pressed. So, again, my first instinct is the central pillar. Where, again, nothing has actually changed. So I've hit a giant mass of switches, and I don't have the slightest clue what they do or where they do it. It doesn't seem to have opened up anything else on the exterior. Any more of you? Nope, doesn't look like it. We must be at full green mana. That's good to know. That's the room where we started. Nothing else appears to have opened up. Nothing else new in here. Truly nothing in here. Which does surprise me. All the towers have been explored. At this point, all I can assume is that whatever I'm supposed to do next is through this portal. So this is the Forsaken Outpost. Just die, Ifrit. Alright. Forsaken Outpost. So what the hell do I do in the Forsaken Outpost? Well, we already have a basic idea. We know that we're looking for 2 more clock gears. And we know that we found 2 clock gears in the Castle of Grief. Yeah, screw it. Okay, a bunch of discs of repulsion. That suggests to me Dark Bishops. We're just gonna fire 3 shots from the Wraith Verge. And now I have significantly fewer problems in the game. This has not done anything for my various real-life issues, as far as I know. I hear Dark Bishops. Okay, you need the rusted key. Oh, okay. We got centaurs. Dark Bishops. Hello, sir. Alright, are the ones left and right? There is one over here. Yoink! And over here. Quartz Flask. There's a helmet on that side. Let's go grab that helmet first. Okay. I feel like there's monsters in here. I accidentally just activated an icon of the Defender. God damn it. I don't even know what I pressed to do that. Yep, okay. Monsters. There we go. 2 Wraith Verges. Whoop, 1 more. There, nice and easy. That really sucks. I accidentally blew an item that gives you complete immunity. I don't like that. Oh. Chaos Serpent. Interesting. So did that open up a path over here? Okay. Yoink. We got a couple elevators. Okay. Back up. Back up. Screw it. Oh! The rusted key! Okay. That's wonderful news. Okay, run over here. Flip the switch, which opens up over there. Sprint back across. Which gives me access up here to a door I can't open. So if I had to throw out a wild guess... Ah. Okay, that did nothing. This is gonna be where the centaur is, isn't it? Oh. No. No, it's not. Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean... Okay. I guess we're opening the door. I love the Wraith Verge. Hello. Oh. Just teleported in on my butt, huh? Oh, God. Okay. Alright, we need to gas this whole room. We're gonna have to call pest control. We're just gonna have to fumigate the whole area. Cool. A switch. Don't know what that does. But at least it seems to stay toggled. You know, having seen so much more of this game than I ever had, I think I really, really understand now why the 7 portals just always threw me off so badly. Like, the whole way that the 7 portals worked, when you were constantly going in and out of areas instead of basically just clearing all the objectives in areas in one go, really is just not a design philosophy that... Oh, God. Well, we'll wait a bit before we hit that switch. It really isn't just a... It's not part of the design philosophy that's consistent throughout the whole game, which is very interesting to me. And on top of that, like, how do I put this? In the 7 portals, by design, by necessity, you had to make multiple trips in and out of areas and approaching them from, like, different directions. It was just... Like, if you played, like, the Shadowwood and the Caves of Circe, if you played all of those very efficiently, I think you could actually get through the entirety of the Shadowwood and the Heretic Seminary without ever having to visit one of the levels twice. Or, at the least, it feels like there was a lot less of that. Okay, the Daemon Codex. What the hell is the Daemon Codex? Oh, dear God. Now I'm somewhere else completely new. The Desolate Garden. Okay. I don't know. I kind of really do feel convinced now that, like, the 7 portals is just designed differently than other hubs in this game. To a way where it kind of like provided like a false expectation of what I was supposed to be doing. Okay, what the hell is going on? Okay, there's a bunch of... Okay, is the whole idea that switches are going to randomly go up and down? Oh, this is going to be annoying. Okay. Damn it. Alright, is there a pattern to the raising and lowering? So, presumptively, we've got a total of 9 switches here. Okay, I definitely heard another one go up. Okay. So, which one now? That one. Okay. Here's another one. Hit the switch, spawn an enemy. Okay, get this one. Nope. Okay. There we go. So there's not too many of the switches left. Which switch? Which switch? Wait for the audio cue. Okay. And that one. And now the central switch, which spawned multiple Dark Bishops. Okay. A couple Wraith Verges. Got them taken care of. I think that was all of them? So, does this activate the elevators? Yes, it did, and it also revealed some stuff here on the sides. Come on, Ettins. Ah, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I am basically out of mana. Okay. How many craters do I have? I have 4. Good. Have I been opening stuff this whole time, or was this just like a bunch of stuff? Oh god, another portal. More super weapon fragments. Have I been opening this stuff bit by bit the whole time, or does it all just open up at once? Okay, this is 100% an ambush room. Whoa. Oh, crap. Water's right. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're safe. We're safe. What is this? This looks like something. Okay, it wasn't anything. So it wasn't an ambush room, it was a trap room. A lot of, like, sewer stuff. But I still haven't finished exploring, and I still haven't found any more gears. That's what's so weird about this. Like, I'm basically going through a series of levels in a linear fashion. And none of them really have contributed to what I thought was a primary goal of finding more... Ooh. What is this? I've found one of those before. Oh. Okay, I have 2 demon codexes. Okay, so I guess these linear levels are about finding demon codexes, then? I don't really know what that's relating to. I may basically be done. It may just be time for me to head to that portal. I mean... Oh, that's the firestorm! That's not a pick-upable thing. Okay. That's my weapon. Gotcha. Okay. Now I understand. I'd forgotten what my firestorm looked like before I picked it up. Alright, so I think this level is done. Alright, so where the hell are we? Alright, we are back on the Forsaken Outpost. Did the Forsaken Outpost have... Whoops. I think it's been way too long since I last saved. No, okay, I did save at the Desolate Garden. That's fine. So there's nothing else that I picked up after I did that room that was necessary. I still have my demon codexes. And yeah, that Forsaken Outpost portal is, as near as I can tell, the only exit to this area, so I guess it is just back to the Forsaken Fortress, I guess? Jesus. Okay. Was there... Okay, there was a portal back here. And... pretty sure this just leads back to the Castle of Grief. Yeah, this is back at the Castle of Grief. So... Demon Codexes. So if I had to wildly guess... I have 2 wild guesses. Oh. This way opened up. At some point, somehow, for some reason. Yeah, just run through. It doesn't matter. But that's good. That's good. That means that I now have 3 of the 4 clock gears. Although I do not have the slightest clue how I actually got one of them. But that's okay. This is bronze with silver in the middle. Bronze with silver in the middle. So far, every clock gear has been found here in the Castle of Grief. So I am going to assume that the last clock gear is also here on the Castle of Grief. I really do think it might be up this, like, obvious elevator. If I had to speculate, I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find clock gears, either to activate this elevator or from something at the top of the elevator. And that this is then going to be enabling me to access, like, a library with missing books. And that's where I put in the demon codexes. That is my wild speculation for right now. But I don't know exactly where, so I'm going to check my guide and going to look for where the clock gears are. So gear. Okay, yeah, number 19 on this map, gear and elevator, and that's pointing to the central room. So there's definitely something that I'm missing. But on this map, it marks teleporter to the Forsaken Outpost as the last thing. So I'm going to assume, since this guide tends to label things in a numerical order, that this means I have missed something. So the 2 drawbridge switches I've gotten, the first 2 gears I've gotten. So wall switches starting there, which starts an elevator. I'm just going to go around in the order that things are listed in this guide and make sure that I have interacted with all of them. And we'll have the flechette selected just in case. Okay, yes, this is Skull Switch 1. This is Skull Switch 9. Uh, 10. Okay. I'm just going to be very thorough because I assume that I missed a wall switch somewhere. Alright, this is the wall switch at 11. This is the skull switch at 12. And then this is the skull switch at 13. Okay. So now it starts listing the switches at the bottom. So this is the wall switch at 14. So it lists the next skull switch here at 15. The next wall switch here at 16. I think one of these last two wall switches I actually missed. Yep, it might have been this one. I don't think I ever went back here. Nope, okay. Good. And then at 18 was the Crater of Might. Okay. So now, having gotten all those switches, I'm going to assume that this elevator works. Because if it didn't, I am lost. Okay, it worked. Cool. Perfect. There we go. I know I ran a little bit longer on the episode today, but I really, really wanted to get this puzzle solved. And a platform has lowered in the tower. Okay. So I assume that refers to this tower. Yes, yes. Okay, I see a puzzle switch up here. Oh, and a Dark Servant. That's nice. So it doesn't look like this leads to a library. Oh! Oh! Okay, okay. That took me to a completely different area. That's so good. Alright, we have arrived in the Gibbet. We are now going to explore the Gibbet, but I'm afraid that'll have to wait until the next one.